2NURFM, a broadcast service of the University of Newcastle.
Lovely to have your company. Professor Tim Roberts has slipped into the studio. There's a new app. Choice have put out a new app, and what you can do is it's augmented reality. So if you're concerned about the eggs that you buy, so if you're one of those people that likes to buy free-range eggs and you want to buy the eggs that chickens have the most amount of space to roam around in, what you do, you put it on your smart device, you go to the supermarket and you just hold it over your egg box and it will tell you how good the eggs are in relation to how much space each chicken has. And I was horrified to find out that I've been buying this brand forever and they're ranking right at the bottom, and it is a free-range egg. Isn't technology amazing?
Oh, it is. It's really amazing. Augmented reality is amazing, and the only thing is it makes me a bit dizzy when I swing my head around too fast. But yes, technology is amazing.
Well, if you get dizzy with augmented reality, then how are you going to go with virtual reality when you put you'll be just vomiting everywhere if that's the problem.
Talking about eggs, though, I saw a beautiful emu egg out at Tocal. Yes, on Sunday I was out there at Tocal and I nearly bought this emu egg blown, so nothing inside it, for $15, and I thought it'd be really fantastic to have, and I'm regretting the fact I didn't buy it.
What would you have done with it?
Well, I put it on the shelf to say there's an emu egg.
Okay.
Wouldn't you do that?
Sorry, maybe that was just obvious to me. I didn't. Yeah. Okay.
Now
fair
that's
enough.
reality, you see, not
okay.
this augmented reality.
You know, I suppose, years gone by, I'd say to people, come round to my house and look at my etchings. You could turn around and say, come round to my house and have a look at my emu egg.
Absolutely. I think the key for me was that everybody now lives in their little houses and they live in their augmented reality, and they don't actually get out to touch and feel the bush. They don't actually get out to an emu's nest and see what.
You know why? Because they're nasty birds and they'll peck you. You don't want to go anywhere near an emu.
Well, yes, but did you know one emu egg is the equivalent of 10 chook's eggs? So you could make a big omelette with one emu egg.
If you can get it away from the mum without being pecked.
Well, you can buy them. I could have bought one of them on Sunday as well.
How much? $15 without the yolk. How much with the yolk?
I think it was about the same.
Okay, well, anyway. Okay, moving right along. We're talking about sustainability in Newcastle. What's been happening over the last week?
What I wanted to do today was just briefly indicate there's a whole lot of things happening which are good. So if you're into sustainability, so Beyond Zero Emissions, who are looking to move us all to zero energy usage in terms of fossil fuel usage, but moving us to renewable energy. They're opening a chapter in Newcastle. We've got a group called Clean As here, which is a group raising money to put solar panels on the community sites such as the surf clubs and such as the Hunter Wetlands Centre. We've got the Hunter Environmental Institute, and they run regular seminars. I went to one of those and learned about recycling of water. And I think the take-home message there for us is that we're good at recycling about 6% of water from Hunter water.
6%?
Yeah, so that's recycling. But the problem is there's a whole lot of our water, wastewater, goes straight out into the sea. It's treated but goes into the sea, whereas at the end of the day, we all know that water is a really, really precious resource, so we ought to be looking at doing better in that way.
Sustainability, a lot of people will turn around and say, well, where do I start? So on a micro level at someone's home, like is recycling enough? People say, look, I can't afford. I know there's subsidies. I can't afford to put solar on my roof. Is a little bit, a lot of people doing a little, working towards a better outcome? Because most people just turn around and think, does it really matter? Recycling, does it matter if I don't put my milk carton in the recycling bin? Yes. Or I stick it in the normal waste bin?
Well, I think it really matters because we teach others. We teach our children what the best thing to do to maintain the planet, to conserve the species, to conserve energy, to conserve water, to stop global warming. I walked down here today and I thought it was summer walking down here today when it should be almost into winter. So we all need to do a little bit, and I think what we're seeing in Newcastle with all these groups functioning, people getting together, sharing ideas, innovation of new ideas and so on, that's really, really fantastic. Really fantastic. And something happening this week, Lake Macquarie Council doing a grand job. They're running a series of environmental sustainability films, one a week, every Thursday night out at Glendale. And the one that'll be happening this week is the one which is about plastic recycling and the plastics in the ocean and so on. So, yeah, good things are happening, Todd.
There's lots happening. Professor Tim Roberts, Director of the Tom Farrell Institute for the Environment, always fingers on the pulse. He doesn't have his emu egg, though. Maybe next TOCAL.